So learning objective number 5, to prepare a trial balance. Prepare a trial balance. So step 4, accounting cycle trial balance, right? So you have the list of the general ledger accounts and their balance at a specific time. Normally, it's the fiscal year end, the very last day of your fiscal year, okay? And then you have to be able to prove your sum of debit equals your sum credit. Otherwise, you are in trouble. Something is wrong, okay? So you have to make sure in that trial balance, your total debit equals your total credit. Then your accounting equation is balanced, okay? So this will help us to prepare the financial statements, okay? So let's take a look at this example. Okay. So first, the title of this information is this name of the company. The title of the information is the trial balance, and it's on a date on October 31st, 2024. So they have 3 columns. To the very left, this is the descriptions of the accounts, okay? The descriptions of the accounts, the name of the accounts. This is the chart of accounts. You have cash, accounts receivable, supplies, prepaid insurance, equipment, accounts payable, deferred revenue, bank loan payable, common shares, dividend declared, service revenue, salary expenses, rent expenses, income tax expenses. And then the second column is the debit column. And to the very right, you have the credit column, okay? And so for each account, you have a balance. You can see, for example, your equipment account has a debit balance of 5,000. Your salary, your common shares account has a credit balance of 10,000. Okay, the point is the total debit, when you sum them up, this is 37,700, okay? The total credit, you sum them up, is also the same number. So then you should be happy. Great, my total debit equal my total credit. If these 2 numbers doesn't agree, then it's very sad. Something is wrong. Yeah. The question from Randeep is, so making a trial balance actually helps us make sure that we are doing right. You are very right. Yeah, exactly. So this trial balance will make sure, give us a chance to check whether my total debit equals my total credit. And this is the basis for us to prepare financial statement, right? Okay, so now you can tell me, so basically we have, let's say we have asset, right? We have asset, liabilities, we have common share, we have revenue, expenses, dividend declared, okay? So this is the categories we have. Now I want you to tell me, okay, I want you to tell me okay, you tell me what they are, okay? So cash, is this a asset, liability, common shares, revenue, expenses? Asset, right? So has a debit balance, normal debit balance. Accounts payable, asset, right? So what is accounts receivable? This is the money you are able to collect it from the customer. So the customer has already taken away your goods, or you perform a service for them. Okay, so let's say I went to a barber shop, they cut my hair, I haven't paid their $30, right? So they didn't receive the cash $30. Instead, they have accounts receivable from me for $30. Supplies. What is this? Yeah, assets. Yeah, very good. Prepaid insurance. Asset. Equipment. Asset. Yeah. Accounts payable. Now they have a normal credit balance here. Liability. Very good. Deferred revenue. Liability. Very good. So I'm going to explain deferred revenue a little bit more. Okay. So if you hire me to be your tutor, okay, you pay me $1,200, but I haven't done the work for you yet. I'm too busy, right? I'm in demand. So I can only help you in 5 years, okay? So you pay me $1,200, I can't help you now. I can only help you in 5 years. So I received your cash, 1,200, but it's not my revenue, right? I haven't earned it yet. I can only earn it after I deliver the service, after I tutored you, which will be done in 5 years. At this point, I'm just having your money on my hand. If you need it back, I have to give it back to you anytime, right? So it's my liability. So until I delivered my service, I'm owing you $1,200. That's why the deferred revenue is a liability. Bank loan payable, what is this? Liability. So this is something you owe to the bank, right? So bank loan payable is you are owing money to the bank. What's accounts payable? Accounts payable is the money you owe to your suppliers. If you do business, right, you have suppliers. So that's what you owe. Common shares, what is this? Common shares. So I receive lots of responses, right? Because the student just sent me a direct message. I'm able to see it, you are not able to see it. So yeah, shareholders' equity, right? Common shares. What about dividend declared? Right? This is so obviously, right? This dividend declared is just a dividend declared. Service revenue, what is this? Revenue, very good. Service revenue. So revenue. Salary expenses. Expense. Rent expense. This expense. Income tax expense. This is all expense, right? You can tell just by the name of the account, right? Okay, so that's good. So basically, you would see in your imagination on a general ledger, you have all T accounts, right? Each T account has a balance. You pull them together on October 31st, right? Right on October 31st, you bring all the balances for different accounts together and sort it out in this format. This is your trial balance, okay? And we are going to do chapter 4, and then we'll continue, because this is not, you can't use this information to prepare financial statements. So before you do that, we have to work on something called adjusted trial balance, okay? We're gonna make additional adjusting journal entries. So that will be chapter 4. We're gonna do it next Monday, okay? So class is dismissed, and I'm going to see you